So she said she was missing her son's high school graduation to be here talking to us. Even as a millionaire in this company, no one had true freedom. I swear, these MLMs have people, like, they're just kind of numb. I swear, like, I was numb. Like, I feel that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna do MLM story time, or basically the stories that you guys have been submitting, or horror stories, whatever you want to call it. You guys have been submitting stories, so we're gonna try and go over 8 today. I might have to break it up into 2 videos depending how long these take to go through. Hey guys, so I have been editing, and you guys know I haven't posted in like a hot week. So I am planning to get this up tomorrow, but I think I just dreaded editing all this because you guys, if you guys watch my last video, you guys understand where I'm coming from. And again, thank you so much for watching that and just kind of understanding where I'm at right now, meeting me where I am. And so this video was gonna be like, started out being like 8 stories. I was gonna talk about 8 stories. I can talk forever, you guys. Once I get onto a topic, I can talk forever. So then I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna split it in half. I'll do 4 stories out of, you know, the 8 I was going to do. And then I was like, now I'm editing it, it's like, it's already 16 minutes long and I finished 1 story. So I think I'm gonna do story spotlights. So I'm just gonna spotlight stories, whether it's 1 story or 1 to 3 stories per video. I'm gonna do story spotlights. So today's Bonnie. I'm gonna talk about her. We're gonna just chat on Amway a little bit, and we're gonna get into this crap show because it's makes me so mad. So again, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. See you guys in the next one. Just make sure to keep some good into your week this week. So first one is through Bonnie, and so the process I want to talk about first with how these stories are submitted is I just have a form that's always pinned in the first comment in the comment section under usually each video. So you can always go there and just write your story. It can be anonymous. I ask you in the form if you want your first name to be told, or if you want to be anonymous, and then I can also update you when I'm using your story if you care to, or if you don't want it, you don't have to be updated either. It's all up to you. Also, I do take video submissions. That is just either, you know, DM that to me or just put in this form and let me know. But I'm super excited, so let's get into it. First one is from Bonnie. She said I can use her name. Number 1. I'm gonna be looking into my computer screen right here. My first MLM, I was with Amway. Picture this. I am 20 years old at the time, spending time at the mall. I'm approached by a woman who shares with me that she is a business owner and she helps others start their own businesses too. She has seen multiple people become millionaires in as little as 4 years. I'm intrigued. I mean, of course. She invites me to her house that week for a small gathering, a cocktail party, if you will, to share more about this opportunity. I went. Opportunity. So she went. Yes, I went to a stranger's house to hear about this opportunity. It started at 6:30. By 11 p.m. I was signed up. Yep, I was young, impressionable, and very gullible. And so I'm gonna break up my commentary in between each paragraphs. I'm gonna try. My thoughts are everywhere, you guys. I have the biggest like squirrel brain, so I am gonna stick to this. If you guys want to pause and read it and have the full story, you sure can. I know Amway is a little bit more like old-fashioned or whatever. I don't know too much about Amway. Like I said, I do a lot of Beachbody videos, so I really would like to get into becoming more knowledgeable on other MLMs as well. I know I've heard of a lot of them. I just don't know how everything works. That's why I love these stories, so I can hear more about them. I would also am down to like collab and have interviews and just chat more on it, so we can all become more aware on all these different MLMs because there's so freaking many. And that's what really irritates me with this, even with this first paragraph. She's young, she's in college, or she's at that college age. She's promising this millionaire dream, and it sounds way too good. So like at a young age like that, it's very like, wow, like why am I going to school when I could do this and make all this money in just 4 years? Oh my gosh. It's just really frustrating to see this because she's right. It was like she's impressionable at this time. She needs to build that strong foundation for her life, and this opportunity is not going to set her up for that strong foundation. She needs to know exactly. The thing is, like when these people approach these young kids, they aren't telling them the whole story. I guarantee not very many young adults or whatever, impressionable people between like 18 and like 20, you know, my age, I feel like we're at that stage where we believe anything and we're just trying to learn and we're trying to do our best. And I guarantee so many people are not going to want to sit there and recruit. So if this woman would have come up to her and told her, yeah, you're going to have to build your team, you're going to have to recruit and try and sell this dream, I'm sure it would have been a totally different outcome. I think it's just ridiculous that these people share this false hope and this false promise, and it's just so toxic. Like, this could screw up. Some people are dropping out of college and changing their career paths for these MLMs. And for me, thankfully, it's working out. But for a lot of people, it's really rough. And not only on their, you know, their jobs and their education, but in their relationships. It's so toxic. The college years should be the years of making friends, not ruining them or taking advantage of those new relationships. That's not how this should be. And that's just really, really frustrating that this is only the first beginning and it's already so frustrating. So now let's go on. You see, Amway doesn't really have a social media presence. They prefer to lure people in by randomly stalking you out in the malls, grocery stores, churches, etc. My upline hosted a cocktail party every 2 weeks at their house to invite people to come and find out the business opportunity. You see, it's really hard to say no to someone in person, especially when they have given you drinks and food first. That is so true. That is something, like, I went to a Narcs party once, and it's just, and even like a pure romance, it's so, once you have drinks inside of you, like, it's so easy to be like, wow, this is amazing, oh my gosh, yeah, I want this, I want this, I want this. Like, there's so many different things. Like, once drinks and food's there, it's like, wow, this just seems so cool, this is so much fun. And it can be enjoyable, but then it's like, there's a whole reason. And one thing I do remember, I mean, I know they talked about the recruiting when my experience at these parties is, I didn't really notice a whole lot of recruiting. I mean, yes, there was, but it was like focused on just product sales. But I know I've heard a lot of kind of horror stories with Amway and like the old style cultish MLM businesses. But that's ridiculous. Her upline hosted a cocktail party every 2 weeks at their house. That is a lot of time to commit, and to have these random strangers over at your house every 2 weeks. That is a lot, and to find new people every 2 weeks. And this is to build a team. This speaks volume. This screams, if you want to be successful in a business like this, you have to build your team. And that is what they try to fight. You know, the FTC is warning them and watching them like a hawk, because we know that's what, that product is what's keeping them just slightly not illegal yet. Now that I was in, I had to attend these cocktail parties every 2 weeks, even if I didn't have anyone to bring along for this opportunity. Seriously? Well, I suppose just have more people there and just, you know, get more knowledgeable on how to do it yourself, or it would push you to find people to bring. It's so dirty. That's a commitment, even for you. Like, you know, you probably didn't sign up, Bonnie, let me know, like, you probably didn't sign up knowing you'd have to go every 2 weeks. That's a lot of time that you're taking away from either family, your real life. There's so much time being taken away from that. The way you make it sound, it's like, these things aren't very short. I also had to attend quarterly provincial, I don't know how to say that word, meetings that lasted all day on a Saturday, no less. It was typically a bunch of speakers from all over the province who had been successful in scamming their way to the top. They would brag about retiring from their 9 to 5 at the age of 32 or something along those lines, and how they now had all the freedom in the world to travel and do whatever they wanted. I sat and listened, envious of course, and wanted desperately to be where they were. It was impossible though. Everyone I talked to about it had no interest in what I had to say. A few people bought products, but to have a whole entire team of people under me seemed like an impossible feat. It is so draining to build that team, you know, especially with Amway. I really don't know, and I actually know someone who's in Amway too. I really should go back to her story. She had a really good story too. It's just crazy. It's such a time suck, and you don't even know if you're gonna get that, because time's obviously worth money, so you don't even know if you're actually gonna get anything out of it besides sitting there and maybe being tempted to buy even more, or what. I don't even know what Amway really is. So honestly, Bonnie, if you are watching, in the comment section, I would love to hear if any one of you guys are in Amway. I would love to hear more on what Amway does, and I'll Google it. Let's just Google it really, really quick. Oh, it sells health, beauty, and home care products. Interesting. Oh, there's a shirt that says Amway. Okay, so I'm going back through this, and not only, so every Saturday, quarterly, all day long, Saturday meetings, no less. You don't even know if you are getting that time and the money back with that. Well, you're not getting the time back, but it was typically a bunch of speakers all over the province who had been successful scamming their way to the top. And that's how they always are. There's always these few select people who made it, and they have this incredible, manipulating, inspiring story to share with everyone to make sure they leave with fire in their heart, and they're gonna go out and crush it, and they're gonna go recruit so they get more money, right? It's just so wrong. And then also about retiring a job, 9-to-5 job, that's one thing that I'm just so mad about right now, because I was putting down 9-to-5 jobs for a while. That's because I was brainwashed to believe that why would anyone want to do this? This network marketing Beachbody business is so amazing, and that's so sick to put. We need 9-to-5 jobs. We literally need those jobs to run this country and to run the world. We need those. So the fact that people put 9-to-5 jobs down all the time is BS, and it's so wrong, and it's so frustrating. I understand some people aren't meant for that, and some people do want to do stuff for themselves or be a stay-at-home mom or do whatever they want in their life, and that's totally fine. But people have a right to love their 9-to-5 jobs, and we need that. We don't want people to be only in network marketing. That's impossible. So if you're in a 9-to-5 job, I think you're doing amazing things. I am so happy for you. I totally respect you. We need you, and huge kudos to you for being in a 9-to-5, and just be proud of that. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And just, you know what, you have a stable income coming in, so you are successful in my book for sure. Okay, I sat, listened, envious, of course. And that's the thing, it's like when you sit through those meetings, it's very mentally draining. It's toxic, because it's like, gosh, like, wow, I could be there, but I'm not there. And I'm, okay, this seems really, really cool, but now how do I get there? And it's really frustrating because, you know, okay, yeah, it's like when you're sitting there, it's like, wow, 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 yeah. And then you have to go and, like, once you're done with that meeting, you actually start putting the work in. It's like, okay, now I'm exactly where I was before the meeting. How the F do I recruit? How do I convince these people to join my team, or even as like a discount or a VIP or whatever, any other company it counts to be a team builder? How does that work, and how am I going to do that now? Because before I was stuck. That's where I'm stuck. To get to the top is recruiting, and it's so frustrating and it's so draining to keep everyone active for the 6 weeks or whatever long, like in Beachbody. It's just crazy. It's so draining. It's toxic. It's mentally so toxic. It wasn't until I went to the big annual event they host every year, where a multi-million-dollar earner was on stage giving her speech about how she became successful. And she said when she was missing her son's high school graduation to be here talking to us. So she said she was missing her son's high school graduation to be here talking to us. That's when it dawned on me. Even as a millionaire in this company, no one had true freedom. Yes, I love that, because just think, all these dang trips, everything, you have to be there, especially if you're the top. They're gonna want you to speak, and you don't have freedom to literally have to watch. Just think about this, okay? The top earners in any company have this huge downline. If they want to continue getting that income, they have to watch everyone's downline like a hawk to continue to get those huge bonuses. However your company works that you were in or thinking of or watching, whatever, however that works, but you know there's gonna have to be a team being made. If you want that real income, everyone has to stay active, that team has to be working, whatever, the products have to be sold, whatever. That is so, it's just so draining, and it's not freedom. That is not freedom to have to miss your son's graduation to you're missing your son's high school graduation for an MLM speech. That is so frustrating, because that is your son. That is like real life. I swear, these MLMs have people, like, they're just kind of numb. I swear, like, I was numb. Like, I feel that. Everything else kind of doesn't matter. You don't really care how you're putting yourself out there. It's just, you're just kind of numb, and you're just living this life, and you're kind of like on this cloud, and it's just all about you, and you kind of forget everyone around you, and it's just so sad to watch. And I know I was there, and so I'm so mad that I went through this, and to hear this is just, I feel bad for her son's graduation. that's a huge milestone. That's something super exciting. And yeah, so I'm glad, like, first of all, Bonnie, thank you so much for sharing this. It really is just crazy to me. I'm glad you're speaking out, because we need your voice. We need to hear you guys' voices. So because people, like I say, I think experience speaks volumes, and we need to hear those. So yeah, no one has true freedom, and I don't even know. I wonder what the taxes look like, millionaire, like, I don't know. I don't believe that. And then the fact that she missed a huge milestone in her son's life for this sickened me, and I quit. Well, I'm just so glad you quit. This is sick. This is sick. To miss, literally, the whole perk of it is like, oh, I get to be present and everything, and be there for my kids and everything. See all the milestones. You're missing a huge milestone, and that's just so wrong. So then she said, so beware, someone invites you to a cocktail party and you don't know them, run the other way. And I truly agree. Just be aware of what you're getting into, and that's why I love chatting on my channel about this stuff, because just be aware. It consumed a lot of my life for a while there, a lot of my money, a lot of my emotions, and it does that with so many other people. So I never want any of you guys to feel bad for ever joining one. I know a lot of us, we join out of the goodness of our heart, and we truly want this to work, but we join knowing very little. We join not knowing what the real stuff is. And so I never want anyone if you're watching this and you're in one right now, or you were in one and you're feeling guilty, please just, I understand the feeling, I get it. Just feel those emotions, but try and just remember that, you know, you probably joined to do this out of the kindness and goodness of your heart. So many people are feeling very similar way, so just know you're not alone, and I'm always here to chat. I try to get back as soon as I can on Instagram when you guys DM me. I do get a little overwhelmed, which is totally fine. I just gotta respect my boundaries. So I do try to set my phone down after a certain point in the day and just stay off social media. Or even if I am posting on my story, I'm just posting and just kind of getting off and just kind of living life without kind of being super present on social media. So I think it's very important. So just know I always try to get back as soon as I can. But if I do take a little while, that is why. I'm totally gonna get back to you. It just takes me a little while. So that is one story, you guys, and that took a long time. So we are definitely gonna split these up a little bit. But again, thank you, Bonnie.